We got the final two groups battling for a spot in the quarterfinals. Only half will make it through. Welcome back, race fans, on the last day of the prelims. Driving the Bone Shaker in blue trim, another newcomer, Alan Willoughby. Driving Crock Rod in green trim from Big Bishop Racing, Derek Hudson. Kareem Bolo Brown Palos from Miniature Car Racing is driving Rigor Motor. And all the way from the UK, Mark Taylor of Riley's Rally DRC is driving Formula Flashback. 4 racers, 4 laps, 2 advance. Let's race. Willoughby and Hudson in the front row. Willoughby, Taylor, Hudson, Bolo, single file. Now Willoughby and Taylor extending the lead from the pack. Taylor's trying to close on Willoughby, but no, it's Willoughby, Taylor, then Hudson and Bolo. Scoring is 5 points for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for last, and a DNF is a 0. No apparent weaknesses with these cars. Willoughby and Taylor looking solid at a first and second. Taylor and Willoughby in the front row. Taylor, Willoughby, Bolo, Hudson, single file into turn 2. Now Taylor extending his lead, going around turn 3, and gets sideways and backwards. Here comes Willoughby trying to steal it. And he rams Taylor to the finish line instead. Bolo's third, locked up with Hudson for fourth. So Taylor and Willoughby swap first and second place positions. Those two are a lap ahead of Hudson and Bolo. Bolo and Taylor in the front row. Taylor, Bolo, Willoughby, Hudson, single file. Taylor, Willoughby pulling away again. And Taylor now pulling away from Willoughby, looking good in that Formula Flashback. Then Willoughby, Bolo, and Hudson. Well, it's been the Willoughby-Taylor show so far. They've taken first and second in each of the laps and have punched their ticket into the next round. Hudson and Bolo, they'll be racing for pride on this last lap. Willoughby and Hudson in the front row. Hudson, Bolo, Willoughby, Taylor getting bunched up. Bolo sideways, blocking. Hudson's got away scot-free. He's heading to the finish. And it looks like it's going to be Hudson with the win, followed by Bolo, then Willoughby and Taylor. So Taylor and Willoughby with some impressive scores. They'll go to the next round. We'll say goodbye to Hudson and Bolo. Driving head starter in black trim from Lone Star DCR, Greg Hearn. Driving Bone Shaker in gray trim, Jonathan Hammer. Marius Bottia from the Bottia Racers is driving Crock Rod in blue trim. And from Outlaw Diecast Racing, Curtis Schultz is driving Speedy Perez. Hearn and Hammer in the front row. Hearn, Schultz, Hammer, Bottia, single file. Inside pass by Schultz before turn 2. Man, that was slick. Schultz pulling away while the others battle for second. And it looks like it's going to be Bottia and Hearn, and we lost Hammer back at turn 3. Yep, there's Hammer right there at turn 3. So right off the bat, Schultz establishing himself as the driver to beat. Bottia and Hearn finishing second and third. Hammer with a DNF. Schultz and Hearn in the front row. Schultz again taking off without looking back, leaving everyone in the dust and putting on a clinic in die-cast racing. Bottia not too far behind, finishing second. And we lost Hammer at turn 2, I believe. Hammer at turn 2. And we lost Hearn back there at turn 3. Well, I can't make it official, but every driver with 2 lap wins has made it out of the prelims. That bodes very well for Schultz. Bottia's riding shotgun with 2 second place finishes. He's looking good. We got to get Hammer on the board. 2 DNFs won't cut it. Bottia and Schultz in the front row. And there goes Schultz doing what he does best. Round turn 2. And getting sideways. Here comes Bottia. Knocks him straight. Here comes Hammer passing Bottia. Closing in on Schultz. Riding his bumper. But Schultz holds him off. And Bottia for third. And Hearn for fourth. Schultz is undefeated in 3 laps and has easily punched his ticket to the next round. All Bottia has to do is finish and he's in. Hearn and Hammer will have to win and Bottia DNF to force a playoff. Hammer and Bottia in the front row. Bottia Schultz pulling away from Hearn and Hammer. Now Bottia sideways, hit by Schultz. Now both sideways. Here comes Hammer, rams them both, and he falls off the track. Oh man! And here comes Schultz on Bottia. He wants a perfect record. Hearn is back. They're all locked up, and then Schultz takes it. Bottia's second, Hearn is third. And there's Hammer back on turn 3. Well, folks, history has been made. Curtis Schultz has run the table in the prelims. First time that's ever happened in Slingshot 360 history. So we close out the Moving On Club with these 4 new members: Alan Willoughby, Mark Taylor, Marius Bottia, and Curtis Schultz. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll see you in the next round. Just keeps getting better and better, race fans. Next up is the quarterfinals with even more action. Be sure to hit like and subscribe for immediate updates. Check us out on Facebook at Slingshot 360 Diecast Racing. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the races.